We had a huge media scandal. They accused me of lip syncing and, oh yeah, off. Never have, never will.
Do you feel like people challenge you on your art and say, that has a lot of nerve?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, how do you deal with that?
I mean, I just keep going. You can't stop. I don't know how to stop. It's for me, it's not the going, it's not the green light, it's the red light that bothers me. It's not protection. Gaga is not protection for me. I'm wide open for you to throw darts. I want to be a part of culture. When I say I'm an artist of liberation, that is where the work is. It's in culture, it's in society, it's with the people. I don't care about what people think of me. I care what they think of themselves.
Did Rainer Maria Rilke's theory that artists should not accept criticism help you stay determined when you were starting out?
Yes, I love Rilke. It's no secret that I live my life in almost utter submission and loyalty to Rilke. I think it's important to be able to be objective about your own work, and I also think it's important, what I've learned through my love of Warhol, also to empower the people around you to feed your creativity. Criticism can be wonderful if you have a very strong sense about what you're creating. If you have an incessant need for validation from an outside place that is not yourself, that's when criticism can be not just detrimental, but completely life-changing to your work. You don't want the world to dictate what you create. You want to be a fuse, a funnel. It has to always come from you. So yes, in short, I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Except for Nick Knight. Nick Knight is God.
I definitely want to get, in short, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks. And it kind of answers our next question, I think.
Okay.
But I will ask you the next question anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The next question is from Jessica Hebert in Lafayette, and also from Heather Hunter in Virginia. Do you find it difficult to deal with negative criticism in the media?
No. It can always be personal, because my work is personal. But you have to so truthfully believe in yourself and what you're doing, and you have to almost refuse criticism and negativity like a bad heart. The wrong organ was given to you during a transplant.
You got to reject it.
You must reject it.
It's a lovely analogy.
I like morbid surgical analogies. I don't create based on other people's reactions. I create on impulse and vision and creative energy with my partners. You know, my music, I genuinely have like religious visions. Like as I'm falling asleep, a lot it happens. I'm just falling asleep, and I've learned that my best work happens when I consistently execute every vision and I don't allow any to go away. So if I let one drop, it sort of like fucks with my creative flow. So I have to write everyone down, and I tell Matt every creative thought that comes into my head, I tell Matthew, and then it becomes a dress or a pair of sunglasses, or I tell Matt and he says, "Oh, that sounds great," and then I go write a song and I send it to everybody, and they all freak out, and oh, that's the re-release record, you know? And it's a series of impulses. I don't say ooh, they say I'm like this, so I think I'll change my music. Like, fuck that.
Right.
It's not real.
You know, I don't really ever compare myself to other people, and I don't even measure myself in terms of anyone but myself. I always find it funny when I give interviews and they say, oh my God, we love you because you write your own music and you design the show and you sing live. And I'm always thinking to myself, you know, duh, of course I sing live. I'm an artist. I have to make music. I have to write. I have to compose. I have to design. I have to do performance art pieces like I did on the VMAs to say something about the way that fame is killing us, because I believe and see that, and I'm a pop cultural performance artist, but it has nothing to do with anyone else. I'm on a journey with myself.
I can't judge on it. I'm just saying that I don't judge other artists, and I don't care what anybody else is doing. I really don't. I care about work in the world, and I appreciate other people's music, and I love music and I love culture, and when it comes to judgment and criticism, that's something
you get enough of that yourself.
That's sacred in my house of creative people. If we criticize, it's very specific and it's brief, and it's only a note to improve our own work. I don't focus on other people. I am like 100% focused on being as innovative and original and soulful.
Grammys, would that matter to you? Like, I know that you had a nomination this year, but if the album or Best New Artist or any of that, would that matter to you, or are you fine without that kind of validation?
It would matter. It wouldn't not matter. But if it didn't happen, I wouldn't stop making music, and it wouldn't necessarily make me say I did something wrong and I have to fix what I did so that next year I get a Grammy. It's that I genuinely was moved to tears today when I took those glasses off my face, the circuit glasses that Dada built, and I looked into the monitor and I saw the photograph that Testina took, and I cried, and I said, fuck, look at that fucking photograph.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we did that. That was something that we projected from our souls years ago, and now, like, it's
a reality.
It's real.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Our next question is by Marina Abramovic in New York.
I was just speaking about her today. I am obsessed with this woman. She is so incredible.
Her question for you is, it's quite abstract. Who creates limits?
We do. We create our own limits. She is a limitless human being. She is so incredible. I went to go see her exhibit at MoMA. She is such an incredible piece of art in herself. I don't know if she thinks about, you know, whether or not she is going, you know, if she's going to die or live. I think this allows her mind to be limitless, and in another way, she trusts in her own art. That's what she trusts her own work. That's what I take from it. I looked at all the items on the table at the moment, and I said, this bitch trusts her own self.
That's an amazing
She's not
thing to
terrified by, she's the most scary thing.
She's her
We are
greatest fear.
our most terrifying monster, and she's not scared of herself. Or maybe, I could talk for 3 hours about Marina, so.
You know what? A lot of people I've heard have described you as iconic. Iconic. I hear that word a lot. Now, for a new artist, how does that happen? What do you think about that? I mean, because you are a new artist. Normally, icons are the Michael Jacksons of the world, which I know you love. But, like, iconic for a new artist, how does that ring in your mind?
It's very nice and hyperbolic and ridiculous, and I think that I need to earn that, please.
Does it put pressure on you as an artist? Reading
Doesn't
this
put
all the time?
pressure on me. I know how great my work is.
I love that. Love that.
Not in a
And all
bad,
these girls do too.
No, but it's not in a conceited way, and I want you encouraged to all live your lives in that way. When you do something great, and somebody says, I like that, you should look at them and say, thank you, I worked very hard on it and I know it's great. Because it's the only way that you really get that shareable sense of value in your life, and that fame that has nothing to do with the cameras and being a celebrity. I couldn't give a damn about celebrities, but truthfully, if you don't honor your own work, you're nothing.
Definitely.
So honor your own work in anything that you do. Whether I was playing it at Lollapalooza at the BMI stage for 10,000 kids, or I was bum rushing the Iggy Pop stage topless later that night,
Whoa, okay.
but I'm just saying, it's,
I gotta start going to Lollapalooza.
I really stood by my work, and I still do today.
How do I look, Ruth?
I don't think
It's
she's
like a
going to
line from a
talk. I think
movie.
she's drawn a line
How
under it.
do
She's not
I
going
look, Ruthie? She's not going to talk.
to. No.
I'll get her after.